What is going on, happy people? Airbag here. I want to take a little bit of time and make a video on underwater bases that are hidden. There's a lot of videos out there that are showing the different pearl caves and all that stuff on the island, a lot of different bases, but I have come across a couple different spots on bases that we've actually raided before. Some I've lived in, some we just raided and found while scouting. So I want to go ahead and make a video showing these bases. So I'm just going to go ahead and start cruising over to the first one. We're starting over here in Mushroom. So we're going to start cruising this way, and I will see you guys back when we get to the different location. So as you can see, we're right off the coast of Ragnarok. Pull out the map so you can see where it is. We're pretty much almost at the north central area. In the crack that's here, there's a lot of different base spots actually. Really hidden. I haven't seen a lot of people building a lot of these, so some of these might be new spots. Sorry if I'm blowing up your spot, but it is what it is. So we're at 10.5 by 43.1. So if you swim straight down from this spot, this one's very hard to find, so you might actually want to come from the exact coordinates. There's my Plessy over there hanging out. So I mean, it might even take me a couple tries to find this one, not even gonna lie. Okay, so there it is. So look, you're swimming around this crack, you're looking for different spots, you can't really see anything. But if you swim straight down here, you can go into... Okay, actually, my bad, it's out here. So I'm gonna come back up, go around this side here, and if you swim into this wall, so we're at 10.5 by 43. There's this tiny little hole right here. It's not a knockout hole. You can swim right through it. I don't know if all servers will allow you to play here, but you can get through just by swimming through it. And you swim all the way through these cracks. You can set up a vacuum compartment back here. And you have this little area here that would be great for a single person that's just kind of trying to solo play the server. So like I said, there's honestly just this tiny little entrance here is the only thing you have to guard. There's no way that anybody can get any turtles or anything through there. It's hard enough to swim through it as is. So if you built yourself a nice little base in here, let's see if I have any foundations on me. I do see. So you're able to build anywhere in here. So this is spot number 1 on our little tour, and I would say that it's actually it's a very good spot. Like, just look what you got to do just to get out of this spot. You're going through this choke point, which is a long tunnel, then you're going through this choke point, which is another tunnel, and then you got to come all the way out here. So this is spot number 1. As you can see, it's incredibly hard to find, and I'll go and pull out the GPS one more time so you can actually see that. Oh, that's not a GPS. I got rid of my GPS. Don't mind the skins, usually don't have them on, but I wanted to get a good outfit. I wanted to look good for you guys. I'm pulling out everything but the GPS. So here we go. 10.5, 43.1 is spot number 1 on our little tour. Let me go back to my Plessy and I will see you guys at the next spot. Alright, so as you can see, somebody's actually built in this spot already, so I'm going to go ahead and come back here in single player. That way I can show you guys. I don't want to die here, so I'm not going to go any further. I'm not going to look any closer. I'm actually going to come back later and see who that was that's built down here. But I'll come back in single player after I finish up with the tour, and I'll show you guys this spot. As you can see, it's also another really good spot. This spot's really good because you can actually fit a decent sized base in there with breeders and stuff like that. So we'll be back here at the end of the tour. I'll come back. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. Alright, so we're back in single player. Same spot, same everything. Except now we're all teched out and doing the tech thing. So this is that exact same spot that I was showing you guys before, where I was getting railed. I think I got to like right here before I started getting railed. I might have even been able up there before I started getting railed. But this is a great spot. It's very big. There's plenty. You can build all throughout this entire... I'm not even going to pull out a foundation. You can build in this entire area. Plenty big to put a couple stacked vacuum compartments, put some tames in here, anything you need, and you really just have this small little entrance right here to guard. Can't really fit anything big in here. Can't really soak with any big tames. Some turtles and stuff like that. But it's a very good spot. So this is kind of my pick of the litter, as you would say, as when it comes to these spots. But other than that, yeah, let's go ahead and go on to the next spot. See you guys when we get there. Alright, so here we are at 12.3, 51.3. And this is another little spot that has a small little choke point entrance that, honestly, would be a good spot for a small to medium sized tribe. Small little entrance here. Hard corner here that you can aim defenses down. You can build all throughout here, and it goes all the way back. So you can easily build pretty much anything you want throughout this entire place. I mean, you could put cliff plats in here, build anything you want. For, like I said, I think this would be good for a 1 to 3 person tribe that's trying to stay off the radar. Maybe put a vac compartment back here, or a few that you could load up. So the first spot was mainly for a 1 person tribe, in my opinion, solo player. That second spot that I showed was for a small tribe. This third spot, again, for a small tribe. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next spot, which is much larger, but also doesn't have such tiny choke points. So this next spot is on the northeast coast. Pretty much it's right outside, or right down below where the castle cave is. So the spot's got a lot bigger of an entrance. But as you swim through, oh yeah, the coordinates at the entrance are just about 1383. So as you swim through, you'll notice that you can build anywhere throughout this cave. We mainly use this as a water breeding cave. It wasn't really our main, but if you decide to use it as your main, that's on you. Go ahead. What we did was we built vacuum compartments in here, which is where we had all of our storage. We had cliff plats in here. It was really nice. You can build in the entire cave. So this is spot number 3. I like this spot a lot, but it does have a much larger entrance. So you're gonna have to fortify this pretty well if you're gonna live down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next spot. See you guys there. So this last spot is gonna be a spot that's actually on Valguero, in the deep underwater area that most people don't even know about. So you spawn beach 1. Anybody that's seen my videos on the Valguero underwater drops would recognize this spot. Or not the base spot, but at least the spot that you're spawning in to go underwater. So we are going to go in the Valguero deep underworld. I guess I'm not gonna bother showing you guys the exact way to get there, because I'll just pull up coordinates when we're there. But we are underwater in Valguero, and there's an alpha mosa there, of course. Let me ditch this guy because the spot's right around here. Alright, so this is a neat spot. It's pretty much one of the only hidden spots that we actually do have on Valguero. So if you, let me gamma up. So this is the actual spot right here. Coordinates are 3837. So it does have a decently large entrance, so you do got to be careful of that. But it's one of the only defendable spots underwater on Valguero. There's lots of different cracks, but not really any spots here. So as you can see, I'm about to get attacked by a bunch of stuff, but besides that, so you'd be coming towards the bridge here, and you just curve around to the left. And it comes all the way back in here, and you can build pretty much anywhere throughout this entire spot. All the way back here, and all the way up as well. So I've also actually had a couple bases in here on a couple different servers that I used for taming deep water creatures and for going to the different underwater drops. So that's gonna be the last spot in my little countdown. I think that's spot 4 or 5. But hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did actually like the video, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I should have lots more videos coming out in the future, like this and different videos, PvP and all sorts of different variety. So I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride, and I will see you guys later.